Hello, third graders. It's Mrs. Shea here, coming to you with our last math video of the year. We're going to talk about area and perimeter. I just wanted to say you guys are doing awesome. I've looked at the tests and overall, seems like you guys are really understanding the concepts, and hopefully, you guys can review some of this information over the summer so you can prepare for fourth grade a little bit. That likely won't happen. You probably won't do math over the summer, but just to encourage you, math is one of those things you have to keep practicing and keep reviewing different concepts to make sure that you guys are remembering them, because I have to review some of this myself. So we are talking about area and perimeter. To find the area of a figure, we are looking at the inside of a figure. So area will be the area of a surface. So when we're talking about area of a surface, we're talking about, say, your book. You're looking at your textbook. Say this is your textbook. We're looking at these little square units inside your textbook. If we were looking at the perimeter of your textbook, we would look at the sides, which is called the width. So we're talking about perimeter, we're talking about width and length. So that's how you're going to find your perimeter. But when you find your area, you're actually using the width and the length as well. You're just multiplying. So you're multiplying to find your area. I'm going to put a little multiplication sign. And then with your perimeter, you're adding. You're adding the sides of your width and your length. So it's addition. So for area, I want you guys to look at these three figures, and I want you to tell me how many square tiles do you see in each of the figures. So I see 6 in this one. Let's see, I also see 6 in this one. It just looks a bit different. And then I see 6 in this third figure as well. That means that the area of all of these three figures is the same, because they all have 6 square tiles in each. So the area of these 6 figures would be 6 square units. And that's how you would write the area. If you were looking at a figure that had, say it had a really odd shape, say it looked like this. Let's erase that. And then it had this guy. Well, this is a half of a square unit, and this is a half of a square unit. So instead of 6, this would be 5 square units. And we would look at that the same. If you saw a figure, you would move it down, make it smaller. Say that's a half. Another half right here. That means we would have 1 square figure, another one, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 4 square units. So in your book, you would see, your workbook, you'll see some of your shapes have kind of it'll show you, it'll be half of a square unit. So it might look something like this. So like one of your figures might have like this. It looks like a little triangle. And then it has another triangle like here. And then it'll have a square and a square. And then say it has another square down here. So your square, these are 1 square unit. And then these guys are half. We have half, 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 and half. So what they would be looking for you to find is how many square units, the area, would this figure be? Well, it'd be 1, 2, 3, plus 4, plus 5. So this would be 5 square units. And that's the area of that figure. Another way to find area, like I said before when I began, is to multiply the width and the length. I'm going to show you what the width and the length of a figure is so you guys understand that. So if I have a rectangle, let's make it, let's see, across, we'll do 1, 2, we'll make 4 across. So we have 1, 2. So this is called the width. This area right here, this side, is called the width. This is the width. Well, this is 2 square units. We see 1, 2. So it would be 2 units squared. Or or just 2 units, not squared, sorry, excuse me. The width is 2 units. And then the length is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 on this side. So we have 4 units of our length. So the way we're going to find our area is to multiply the width times the length. So I want you guys to write area equals width times my length. So for this situation, we would multiply 2 times 4, which would give us 8 square units. Now, if we were to find the perimeter of this same rectangle, let's erase this guy, we are going to add we're going to add all the sides together. So we have 2 units on this side. We have 4 units on this side. We need to count this side and this side as well. So you already know this side is 2 units, so you know this side is 2 units. And then up here we see 4. So instead of multiplying with the perimeter is going to equal width plus the length. But that's of all sides of the rectangle. So we add 2 plus 2 of our width. We have a width on both these sides. Both sides are 2 plus 4 plus another 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 plus 4 is 12. So our perimeter would be 12 units. We do not square the perimeter because it's not the area. It's just the length and the width of the sides of the shape that we are dealing with. Another example of perimeter. Let's do something really simple. Let's say we're just looking at a square that's smaller. Here we have our square, and it's just 4 units, like that. So the way we would find the area is to multiply, like I said, the width and the length. So we have 2 and another 2. So 2 times 2 equals 4. This would be our area. And then to find the perimeter, we're going to add all the sides together. So we have 2 plus 2 plus another 2 plus another 2. We have 4 plus another 4, which is 8. So the perimeter is just 8 units. So 4 units squared because we're dealing with area, and with perimeter, just 8 units because we added all the sides together. So like I said, the main rule with perimeter and area is following the formula of addition for perimeter and multiplication for area. And when we're looking at the units, like you'll see in your book, just remember when we're talking about the area and they want you to look at all those different figures, you're going to be counting the number of square tiles or units in that figure. And if you see a half of a unit, you know that it's only a half, so you would add the half to the other half to make a whole. So that concludes this lesson on area and perimeter. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. And super proud of you guys, and I hope that this remote learning was helpful for you and that you guys still were able to really learn some new concepts in math. All right, thank you guys.